just wandering in felt very Christmassy. There doesn't seem to be anything tacky here. It's all rather lovely. So you and I are going to carry on, letting our eyes catch on whatever feels comforting. The whole shop feels like a warm breath. Soft lights glowing against a grey outside. You can look around with me. You might notice colours and textures, little sparkles catching the light, or you might not notice anything at all because you're already starting to relax, your shoulders dropping, your breath settling, and that's okay too. There's something about this time of year when the shops feel like lanterns inviting you in from the grey and the rain. The way everything looks a little more magical. Even the ordinary things, baskets, cushions, glass, all those tiny details that feel like comfort. You don't need to follow what I'm looking at. You can just float along beside me. I'm just wandering, letting my hand trail over fabrics and objects, feeling the textures. And that's the lovely thing that happens in shops like these. You can almost imagine the stories behind the objects. Who will take them home? Where will they go? What cosy corners will they live in? It's almost like the items carry tiny daydreams. All afternoon I had this feeling like being inside a snow globe, warm inside, cold outside. And whether you celebrate anything or not, this is still a season of lighting candles, wrapping yourself in blankets, warming your hands on a mug, finding tiny comforts that make the dark evenings feel gentle. That's what I love host these little quiet moments where you get to wander without any pressure, just following your curiosity, letting your senses guide you. Maybe you can imagine the soft hum of this shop, the chatter, the clinking, the rustling, and then that beautiful, peaceful stillness. Even in busy aisles, there's always a moment where you find yourself alone, surrounded by quirky objects, just breathing, noticing, settling. And if you're watching this at bedtime, or while you're pottering or making a cup of tea, you can let this whole walk be a soft lullaby, a gentle little wandering that lets your mind drift wherever it wants to go. No expectations, no productivity, just being. Sometimes I think wandering through shops like this reminds me of being little, being taken somewhere warm and bright in the winter, and being absolutely mesmerized by all the colours and lights. You feel safe, small, held, and as we move through the space here, you can imagine running your fingers along the rows of ceramics, soft throws, shiny ornaments, smooth glass, letting your senses soften just a little bit more. This whole video today is really just about that feeling, letting yourself slow right down, letting your nervous system settle. As I was filming this, I kept thinking how much I enjoy creating these little pockets of calm for you to slip into whenever you need them. Now, some of you may know this, but I also now create personalised whispered audios and videos for people who need something a little more personal. A bedtime story maybe, a reassuring message, or a cosy whispered journey built around your favourite places or memories. If you ever want to explore that, I leave a link in the description. No pressure. But for now, just keep wandering with me. You'll notice the shop changes shelf is saying, make something cozy, share something lovely, take your time. Sometimes the simplest moments are the nicest. Just choosing something little, something you'll save for later, something comforting for a dark evening or a slow weekend morning. I love how everyone moves differently in winter. People in scarves, hands tucked into sleeves, the soft squeak of trolleys gliding along the floor. There's always that sense of possibility, like maybe you'll discover a new favourite treat or something to tuck away for a small gathering, or just a little indulgence for yourself, because we all deserve a bit of sweetness when the weather turns. I love letting myself slow down in places like this. I refuse to get stressed. I will not get caught up. Taking a quiet breath, drifting through the aisles. No need to hurry. Looking at all the colours, the deep reds, the golden tones, the cosy neutrals, greens that feel like winter pine. Everything looks so inviting. It's such a simple joy, isn't it? Wandering peacefully, finding something lovely, planning maybe some baking, looking at all these lovely things to maybe make some festive treats. Imagining the little moment it will create later, a shared nibble, a warm drink, a treat with a festive film, or something for a cozy afternoon at home. Just taking your time, just being here, just enjoying this little gentle pause during the day. I love visiting places like this. Thank you so much for wandering